So my upside down triangle here is all about understanding that we're going to begin at the bottom. Parts, part by part in our equipment, the parts that are at high risk, we're going to find those. We know that the stress is induced from only two ways. One is the distortion caused by poor installation or forces going in the wrong places. The other is by degradation, the bad use of the equipment, the misunderstanding of the correct way to use that machine. So degradation management is an operational issue, distortion management is an installation and maintenance issue. So right away we're into a scenario where the two teams are going to work together across the business cycle to deliver low stress parts. We also want our guys to solve the problems. When there's a failure, learn from that, improve the machine. The Japanese say a new machine is in the worst condition it should ever be, because when you have a machine, you learn what it needs to be done to it to be a better machine, and you do those things. So we have this configuration, parts stress rolling up to business process. And the whole point up here is to install the how, the one best way to achieve this result. So as I learn what needs to be done, I roll it up into procedures, into documentation, into company policy, into company practices, into company training, and lock it into the system with ACE3Ts, built around the ISO 9001 framework. So I wanted to go through this in a bit more detail, just to explain the sense of approaching it that way. If I start at the top and build my business processes without understanding what their outcomes will be, and if the outcomes are meant to be reliability and low maintenance cost and high operation uptime, and I start from the top here, how do I know what the pathway is? I can build the business process that I think is okay from this level here, and I'll fight you to death to follow my process. But the point is, it's never right. It can't be right because you've built at this level without understanding that the outcomes will produce what you actually want. So I turn the whole thing upside down and say, what do we really want? Well, we really want to have no failing machines. We want to have no failure. We want to have no risk of failure. We want to make sure we do the right things that ensure it is always reliable. So what are the right things to do? Well, distortion prevention, degradation prevention. Remove the cause of failure. Who does that? Well, operations guys can manage operational stresses. My maintenance guys can handle installation and correction of failure problems. How do we do that? Well, we write procedures. Operational precision ACE3 procedures, installation ACE3 procedures. And maintenance strategies? Well, yes, we're going to have strategies, precision maintenance, preventative maintenance, predictive maintenance, done the right way. Well, what is the right way? Well, the how will be described. We're going to explain exactly how to get a tight distribution at every single step, for every single job, for every single person, for every single process. How else can you do it? I'm going to script the movie. I want a movie where in 5 years' time we are the world leaders, everybody's out there having a great time, building a fantastic company. Let's make a movie. What part do you play? Well, I'm the fitter. How do you assist? Well, yeah, I make machines better. I make them more reliable. Great, what do you do? Well, I haven't got the script yet. Oh, let's write the script together. This is what you do. Learn the script. Let's now make the world a stage. Let's become the actors that create this company that we all want to get into. And this is the how we do that. So we roll up from stress into the activities required. We involve our suppliers if need be. We know that a lot of problems are coming in from outside the gate. They're being given to us. We're going to have to go and control that. And if lean practices produce better results, I'm not going to wait a year or two. I'm going to start getting that in tomorrow. I need a quality system. I need a documented system that is the one best way that everybody in the company can access and can improve. And up here, we then have the processes of the company. Yes, human capability management, the HR guys play a part. So when they hire somebody, can this guy deliver this? Does he know anything about precision maintenance? Well, don't hire him because I want to get a guy that can precision maintain. But there's nobody out in the marketplace. Well, find the best guy, we'll put him through the school. We'll teach him what to do. Knowledge management. What's the important knowledge that prevents parts failure? Well, we know that. Yeah, we worked it out. So now the guys that are doing the business process improvement, we can say, hey, are we doing the right things? You business process guys, and are we doing the right things that produce this? No, we're not yet. Okay, well, improve the business. In what way? Well, we're going to achieve these outcomes. So that's the idea of the stress to process. Parts stress to business processes that produce these outcomes. And so we roll up to do the right things. And we know what the right things are because we worked out here in our detailed analysis, in our reliability cause analysis requirements. We know what we have to do. Now I'm going to do those things intentionally, make it part of the business processes and lock them into place with the ACE3Ts. So yes, and everybody's involved, of course. This is business-wide and life cycle-wide up here. So it'll be forevermore that we do these things, and we challenge ourselves to always bring that tolerance, bring that in tighter and tighter and tighter. Because as we get better and better and better and hold our quality more accurately, the better the results, the more certain the results will be.